We're live.
Okay, last time we talked about the factors of production, which are what? Land.
Capital.
Labor. Capital. Entrepreneurship. Very good. Today we're going to talk about the production possibilities frontier, okay, and utility and opportunity costs, which are economic terms that you need to understand. So when you're talking about scarcity, which is unlimited wants but limited resources, thank you. The thing is, you want to work smarter, okay? You want to take the same amount of resources that you have, but you want to produce more output because you only have those limited resources. So everybody is trying to work smarter. Instead of having waste, you're trying to take the same amount of resources and produce more good. So when you're looking at that, when you're looking at working smarter, what you want to do is take a look at what productivity is, which is the measure of the output per unit of input. So I'm inputting a certain amount of resource, how much output am I getting from that resource? You know, if I use a unit of land or wood or some sort of mineral, how much output am I getting from that unit? So the formula for that is output divided by input, and this will be a test question. What is the formula for productivity? So it's the output divided by input. And there's really two ways to raise your productivity. The first is to use the same amount of resources, same amount of inputs, but you're doing it so efficiently you're getting more output. You know, you're using the same amount of materials, but you're getting more pencils from it. Say pencils was your product. You found a way to do it more efficiently. The second way to increase productivity is you figured out a new method where for fewer resources you're getting more output, or even the same output, but you have to use fewer resources in order to do that. So that is also a working smarter, you know, increasing productivity. Okay, everybody understand this? Okay, now we're going to talk about what you give up when you make a choice. And the first thing we're going to talk about is utility. Utility is an economic term that means the pleasure you get out of something. How much satisfaction do you get out of consuming something or doing something? Going to a concert or a movie, or buying a Mountain Dew or a computer. I mean, is it worth it to you? Do you get enough satisfaction to where it's worth it to you? And instead of just saying happiness or whatever, in economic terms, it's called utility. How much utility do you get from consuming something? So the way you gain utility is by making choices. Sometimes they're great, you know, they make you happy. Sometimes they're hard choices, but will improve your lives. I mean, if you have a terrible toothache, obviously the choice to go to the dentist isn't, you know, probably anybody's first choice. But in the long run, it will make you happier once that toothache is gone. So gaining utility is just making your life better, whether or not it's a, you know, an easy choice or a difficult choice. So getting a flu shot, you know, that might not be your first choice, but not getting the flu definitely, you know, definitely makes your life better. Or studying for a test, you know, you get a better grade on there. Everybody listening? Okay. Trade-offs we've talked about a few times already. We've already discussed scarcity versus trade-offs principle, where every decision we make, we're giving up something else. Because we don't have unlimited money, unlimited time, unlimited resources, every time you make a decision, you're eliminating something else. But what's important to know, and I think this is also a test question, is that businesses also face trade-offs. You know, if you're in automotive industry, should you build trucks this year, or is the, you know, smaller, more gas-efficient cars the way to go? You know, do we reduce our truck line and make, you know, more electric cars? You know, what decisions do we have to make? So all businesses face trade-offs also. And finally, societies also face trade-offs. So everybody has to face trade-offs, everybody. In societies, no matter what economics book you look at in high school or college, they always use the guns versus butter example, because you have to use totally different resources for those two things. So what you have to do is decide as a society. Do we make more guns and maximize security? Is that what gives us satisfaction? Or do we make more butter, which is a food product, and maximize living standards? So, you know, you're always trading off one for another. So we have productivity, utility, which is the satisfaction you get from something, trade-offs. And the last thing we're going to talk about in this little segment is opportunity cost. Okay? Opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative you would have chosen. So if you go to the store and you see a pair of jeans and a hoodie, but you can only afford one, okay, and you decide to get the jeans, it has cost you, your opportunity cost is the hoodie. It's the thing you had to give up, the next thing you would have purchased, okay? So that's what it costs you to get the jeans, is the hoodie. Okay, this is the end of part 1.